Our topic for today is project planning and control. So guys, what comes first into your mind when you hear the word project? According to Nigel Slack and Stuart Chambers and et al. In their book Operations Management, a project is a set of activities with a defined start point and defined end state, which pursues a defined goal and uses a defined set of resources. So, ang project is a set of activities that has starting and end line. So, ang project has also to achieve their specific goals and objectives, and they have the set of resources nga ilahang gamiton sa ilahang project. So, ang project is activity na siya nga makita sa ato ang palibot. For example, ana is organizing emergency aid to typhooniasis of victims. So, motto, giving help or facilitating in the emergency aid to typhooniasis victims project, producing a stenography program, refurbishing an office, installing a new information system. These are examples of projects. Then, why do projects have in common? They all have an objective. So, all projects have objectives. So, they have their specific goals, mission, vision, and quality policy to achieve. Then, they are all unique. There are instances that the project is repeatable, but unique in a way that their project is lahi siya nga place and lahi po siya nga date. Muna siya ang unique nga aspects. They will all have some degree of complexity. Many different tasks are required to be undertaken to achieve a project's objectives. They are all of a temporary nature. Projects have a defined beginning and end, so temporary concentration of resources is needed to carry out the undertaking. All projects have to cope with some uncertainty. All projects are planned before they are executed and therefore carry an element of risk. So, ang project is they need to have a well-planned project and they are also risk takers. So, ang ato ang project is naman na siya mga risk and problems. So, we need to have a troubleshooting skills and risk-taking skills. Then, let's talk about typology of projects. The typology helps to give rational presentation of the vast range of undertakings where project management principles can be applied. So, kaning types of projects is also a big help sa tuang projects kay we will determine unsa nga siya nga high uncertainty ba siya or low uncertainty or high levels or low levels. Let's go to successful project management. Number 1, clearly define goals. In order to make our project successful, we need to state clearly our goals, objectives, mission, vision, and quality policy of the project. So, para dili siya mga libog sa ato ang mga audiences. Then, clearly defined goals includes achieving our objectives to make it possible. Next is competent project manager. Project manager are the one who leads our project. He or she should have the skills in leadership, decision making, interpersonal and communication skills, or technical and administrative skills. Top management support. Top management support are commitment for the project. So, dili nang ato ang project is drawing lang, igo lang sa plano. We need to commit or we need to make it possible or we need to make it happen. Next is competent project team members. So, we have the naman tayo project manager. Then, next is the project staff or the people who will help to make the project possible or make it happen. So, they are the one who gives solution to the problems or they are the one who supports the project manager and its project, and they are the one who gives corrections, feedbacks, and they are the one who supports the project. Sufficient resource allocation. Resources in the form of money, personnel, logistics, and etc. So, to make our project successful, we need to have a sufficient and complete resource allocation. So, kinahanglan atong budget is well planned, ang money or atong budget is well planned or well managed. Our personal is dili siya kulang sa manpower, and logistics is sa materials, dili po siya kulang because materials plays an important role in the project, which are available for the project in the required quantity. So kailangan dili siya kulang, sapat lang or sobra. Adequate communication channels. So to make a successful project management, we need also have a good communication skills. We need to communicate well to our project staff and project manager in order to achieve our project objectives, status, changes, organizational conditions, and clients' needs. So, we need to communicate to our client. Next is control mechanisms. The mechanisms which are in place to monitor actual events and recognize deviations from the plan. Feedback capabilities. All parties concerned with the project are able to review the project status and make suggestions and corrections. So, feedbacks plays an important role to make our project successful because feedbacks can be corrected or can be updated. So, if there is a high or many feedbacks and suggestions, then our project will be successful or na siya madang kay vast ideas. Responsiveness to clients. All potential users of the project are concerned with and are kept up to date on the project status. So, clients jud ang importance sa ato ang project, then we need to be responsible sa ato ang mga clients. Next is troubleshooting mechanism. So, to make our project successful, we need to know how to deal with problems, conflicts, and other troubles. So, we have the skills in troubleshooting then para if nalagani ang project makakonta nita sa ato ang plano or masolba din ang ato ang trouble. Project staff continuity. The continued involvement of key project personnel through its life. So, kita pong mga project staff continuity, we need to be loyal in the project. Dili nang drawing ato ang project. We need to make it happen and we need to continue supporting the project manager and its project. Next is project managers. In order to coordinate the efforts of many people in different parts of the organization and often outside as well, projects needs a project manager. So, ang project manager ang lead sa ato ang project and he or she are the one has the leadership skills and interpersonal as well as administrative skills. Next is background and experience which are consistent with the needs of the project. So, ato ang project managers have the background and experience in that kind of field. Then, the project manager has leadership and strategic expertise. So, as what I've said earlier, a good project manager is how to know how to handle people and has a leadership, decision making, and administrative skills. Technical expertise in the area. So, a project manager has technical expertise or technical skills in the area. So, he or she knows the problem or troubles in the area and he or she knows how to give solutions in that kind of technical expertise in the area. Next is interpersonal competence and the people skills to take on such roles as project champion, motivator, communicator, and facilitator and politician. So, ang project manager has interpersonal competence skills. So, he or she knows how to handle with people's conflict, people's interests, and people's point of view. Then, the project manager has the skills to handle or to make people happy or satisfied. Proven managerial ability in terms of track record of getting things done. So, the project manager also needs to be a good manager has a good managerial activity. Next is the project planning and control process. So, there are 5 stages in project planning. Stage 1, understanding the project environment. So, ang project environment is diyan na siya ang fall ang venue, ang date, ang mga external factors nga maka-influence sa project. For example, ang ato ang project is sagip ka pamilya for the bagyo in the Typhoon Ulysses. So, ang ato ang project is sa barangay hall of certain barangay. Next is stage 2, defining the project. setting objective, scope, and strategy for the project. So defining the project. So what is your aims, what is your strategy, and what is your objectives to make your project successful. Stage 3, project planning, deciding how the project will be executed. Then this is the stage where you actual plan the project. Then unsay mga changes or unsay mga suggestions in your staff members. Next is stage 4, technical execution, performing the technical aspects of the project. Stage 5, project control, ensuring that the project is carried out according to plan. Then, after planning, then maghimo na ka sa project control, which is our objectives of the project will kana ma-achieve na siya. Then, to make it more understanding, let's tackle it one by one. Stage 1, understanding the project environment. The project environment comprises all the factors which may affect the project during its life. So, it includes the venue or asay ibutang ang project. What are the types of environmental comprises? Number 1, geosocial environment. Geographical, climatic, and cultural factors na may affect the project. So, dili mo gud natong malikayan ang panahon, di man ay tig-ululan nagkalit, deng mo init na siya kalit. So, we need to consider also our environment. Next is econo-political environment. The economic, governmental, and regulatory factors in which the project takes place. So, for example, ibutan siya sa barangay hall. So, econo-political siya nga environment. Next is business environment. Industrial, competitive supply, network, and customer expression for practice that shape the likely objectives of the project. So, if your project is for business, then business environment suits to you. Next is internal environment. The individual company's strategy and culture, the resources available, and the interaction with other people or other projects that will influence the project. Then, under job siya sa project environment is the stakeholders. Stakeholders are the one who will help your project. Stakeholders in any project are the individuals and groups who have an interest in the project process or outcome. So, in order to make a successful project management, then we need to choose the appropriate and kanang interested sa tuang project nga mga stakeholders. Dili sa nga dato sila, dili sa nga bright sila. We need to choose the appropriate. Tip: choose the best stakeholders to make a successful project. Managing stakeholders. Identify stakeholders. Think of all the people who are affected by your work, who have influence or power over it, or who have had interest in its successful or unsuccessful conclusion. So, as what I've said earlier, we need to choose well our stakeholders. So, ang atong stakeholders are the one who is interested in our project, are the one who influence our project and affected by our project. Prioritize stakeholders. Many people and organizations will be affected by projects. So, other jud i-prioritize ang mga stakeholders nga interested jud sa tuang project. Understand key stakeholders. It is important to know about key stakeholders. One is to know how they are likely to feel about and react to the project. So, we need to understand our key stakeholders kay they are the one who will help our project. Stage 2 is project definition. So, after stage 1 is project environment. So, it's all about the internal factors of our project. The next, go to project definition. Then, in this stage, we clearly define what is our project all about. This is not always straightforward, especially in a project with many stakeholders. 3 different elements define the project. Number 1, its objectives. The end state that project management is trying to achieve. So, it is really important to have an objective because what is your goals or what is your mission to nga naghimo nga project. So, if there is no objective, it's gonna be the useless project, di ba? Next is its scope, the exact range of the responsibilities taken on by project management. So, scope and limitation. So, asa ra taman inyong responsibilities and asa ra taman inyong project. Next is its strategy on how you going to manage or going to meet its objective to become successful your objectives. So, for example, sa ato ang project definition. Ato ang project is sagip ka pamilya sa mga victims of Bagyong Ulysses. So, ato ang objective is to be able to help our fellow Filipinos who is a victim of Bagyong Ulysses. Its scope, so the scope of our project is all the people in Barangay Nasigit who is greatly affected by the typhoon. Then how our project will happen or its strategy. We will give a relief goods to the people sa Barangay Nasigid. Then sa kids is we give them toys and storybooks, and the barangay captain will amo silang tagaan og cash assistance para makatabang sa ilahang pagbangon. Stage 3 is project planning. Sa stage 1, project environment. Stage 2, project definition. Stage 3 is project planning. It determines the cost and durations of the project. This enables major decisions to be made, such as the decision whether to go ahead with the project at the start. So, dili na mag-start ang actual planning sa ato ang project. So, sa sagap ka pamilya is moto sa barangay Nasigid. Then, magplano ko siya unsay mga mahitabo sa ato ang project. It determines the level of resources which will be needed. So, we need to have a complete and well-managed inventory para ma-meet nato ang level of resources. Next is it helps to allocate work and to monitor progress. So, plan for the project then. Is the project has a progress or wala ba na ko natuli itong project? So, muna siya nga time nga magplano na jud ta. Planning must include the identification of who is responsible for what. So, for example, sa sagip ka pamilya, then, amo ang plano sa among project is we have a certain committees. Example is the volunteer committees. They are the one who give the food to the people. Next is the cooking committees. They are the one who cook food para ihatag sa mga volunteers. Next is the medical team. They are the one who gives medical services to the people. Then the human resources and other committees, miscellaneous committees. It helps to assess the impact of any changes to the project. So, if you are going to plan it well, so nagatay mga changes ng mga metabo, then we will come up with that kind of change, and through successful project planning, we will achieve those changes. We will find some solution to those changes. Stage 4, technical execution. Performing the technical aspects of the project. Then after planning, then maginahinatag execute sa mga project kung sa mga mahitabo sa ato ang project sa stage 4. Stage 5, project control. The stages in project planning and control have so far all taken place before the actual project takes place. So, mo siyang mag-project testing sa alamata sa project control. So, we need to test our project kung sa guna siya ma-achieve atong objectives or successful atong project. And this stage deals with the management activities which take place during the execution of the project. So, ang project control is, di na siya mahitabo ang project na jud mismo ang mga actual nga mahitabo sa project. Project control is the essential link between planning and doing. So, sa project control nga stage is nata sa planning, then doing. It involves 3 sets of decisions. Number 1, how to monitor the project in order to check on its progress. So, mag-monitor gud ta nga, is this project has a progress? Is this project has a not in progress? Something like that. How to assess the performance of the project by comparing monitored observations of the project with the project plan. So, we need to compare the project plan and the project operations. So, if nabay mga changes, how to intervene in the project in order to make the changes that will bring it back to plan. That could be all, guys, and thank you. Happy holiday.